Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. Episode number, what is it? 611? Yeah, we're doing it now. We're here. Um, no, today I slept slept all day like a lazy piece of shit. It was a highlight of the day though. I ate some like teriyaki chicken. That was fucking good. That was really good. That was the highlight of my day. Otherwise I just fucking slept all day. Applied to more jobs. That was fun. Been finding a bunch of random jobs to apply at and hitting up random people to interview. Um, some MMA fighters, some trans spokespeople. I don't know, bunch of random. Hit me up if you think you have some good people I can interview because I'm just just here chilling. I like the old talk show format when I do have people, and I know I've got games to play too. I know Hellblade 2 comes out. That's what it's called. Hellblade Senua. Senua's Hellblade Part 2 comes out today. I'm gonna play that. And then in 3 days, Haunty comes out, which that's all on Game Pass. I'm gonna play that shit. And yeah. I need yeah. No, and I need to remind myself I need to buy some tortillas. Maybe some sugar too. Tortillas and sugar. Sounds good. Carbs. Carbs. They always sound good, right? Well, let's check out the news here. Let me see. It's this one, right? Here's one. Moose attack in Alaska kills man, prompting investigation. And I thought that was just funny because the way it's worded, it's like we got ourselves another moose attack here. We let's see if there's more to it. If the if the moose like did it um out of passion reasons or in the heat of the moment. Nah, apparently um the man was trying to like take pictures of the moose, and it was with like its babies. It's a female moose. I didn't know. For some reason I thought like a moose, when you had a female moose, it was something else, like a moose's a moose and a moose's. No, but yeah, I guess it was protecting its young. The dude's trying to take pictures of the moose, and it killed him. Dude, I wouldn't fuck with a moose. Like, I wouldn't even fuck with a cow, and cows seem like real docile, Let alone a moose, where it's like out in the wild, it could stomp you at any time. Like, fuck that shit. Like, moose, and then you don't. I don't know. Like, of course, you see that it doesn't have like a dick and balls. You're like, oh, it's female. It must be fucking less threatening, but nah, the especially if it's a mother, it's gonna fuck you up, dude. Like, I wouldn't fuck with a moose at all. And then if it has horns too, dude, even without horns, it will still stomp you with its hooves. It's got hooves. The moose and the mooses. uh nah, I hate myself. Here's some big news here. Oh shit, I have the article all the way down because I was actually reading this article that Scarlett Johansson says OpenAI stole her voice. ChatGPT's Sky voice is eerily similar. So the actress Scarlett Johansson is actually suing Sam Altman and OpenAI, saying that they're using her voice without her permission. She released a statement that says 2 days before ChatGPT 4.0 demo was released, Mr. Altman contacted my agent. Uh, or no, it says here that she had been contacted to voice the OpenAI voice before because of the movie Her, right? Because everyone knows that movie and it's popular, way ahead of its time, whatever. And so he contacted her and she turned it down. And then before the demo was supposed to be released, he contacted her again, or at least her agent, to try to reconsider. And it turns out like they released the demo, and the voice of Sky sounds just like Scarlett Johansson's, and she's like, "I did not consent," or whatever the fuck her shit is from Ghost in the Shell, right? My name is Scarlett Johansson. I do not consent. No, she didn't consent for her voice to be used, and it's pretty like obvious that it's her voice. And Sam Altman, he had even like, I don't know if he tweeted it or put it on the Discord, that it was the voice from her, which is Scarlett Johansson. She was the voice in the movie of the AI from that movie, right? But now he's trying to deny it, saying the voice of Sky is not Scarlett Johansson's. It was never intended to resemble hers. We cast the voice actor behind Sky's voice before any outreach to Scarlett Johansson. But out of respect for Miss Johansson, we have paused using Sky's voice in our products. So, like, he's for obviously from a legal perspective trying to say, nah, we didn't mean to, but obviously he did. And let's look at here. We could listen to on here on Twitter for those curious about what the Sky voice sounds like before they removed it. Here's a demo of the Sky voice, and you can just take a listen here. Let me see if it's all the way up to listen. Ready?
Hello, I'm really excited about teaming up with you and I'm all set to dive in. So, how can I make your life easier? Hello, I'm really excited about teaming up with you and I'm all set to dive in. So, how can I make your life easier?
So yeah, that sounds like Scarlett Johansson, like stupid. That's pretty ridiculous for you to say, oh no, we didn't model that after at all, even though there's like all this evidence that you contacted her, you tried to do it, that you were basing it off the voice of her, and that you did. Like, I don't know, it's super obvious. But that's Scarlett Johansson. You got to respect her. Like, she's fucking hot. There's that one picture of her out there, like with her tits showing through a fucking her t-shirt or whatever. But no, yeah, like you gotta respect it. It's her voice. She should be able to do whatever she wants. And it all started with what's his name, the guy from Back to the Future when they did Back to the Future 2, and he didn't want his likeness used in the second one because he didn't want to be in it. I forget his name. He's a good actor. I always forget his name. He was in Alice in Wonderland actually as the fucking the Red Prince or the Red King or whatever. He was the bad guy. But yeah, no, that sounds just like Scarlett Johansson. So I don't know. They're gonna just have to throw away that whole fucking voice box and get a new one. But yeah, she did not. Her name is Scarlett Johansson. She did not give her consent. So yeah, good for her. Good for her. She has enough money. She could turn that shit down, right? But I mean, that would be stuck forever, right? On there, and I'm sure they're gonna use her voice anyways and say it's not her. I don't know. Whatever. At least they're doing it out of respect, right? Moving on here to news. Cannabis poisonings among older adults have tripled, study finds. And since the legalization of weed and weed-like substances, cannabis, cannabinoids, and all that random stuff, there have been old people actually, overeating cannabis or overusing it, by mistake or intentionally, and I could see that. You see candies and brownies, and old people are like, oh, I'm gonna eat that, or oh, I'm gonna smoke that because it looks like a harmless cigarette, but it's actually the reefer marijuana and it's poisoning me. But yeah, old people are silly. I don't know. That's why I say, like, old people, there should be a point where they can't drive anymore because they're old people on the road. Like, here, they can't even figure out how to eat the proper candy that doesn't have cannabis in it, or a brownie that doesn't have cannabis. Let alone you put them in a 2,000 pound fucking automobile and they're out like driving on highways and over bridges and real fast. Like, nah, old people are the worst, man. I don't know. Whatever. What do I know? His article here: How cockroaches spread around the globe to become the pest we know today. And I don't know. I guess it's just a new study saying that cockroaches spread across the globe with humans, and that the reason they sort of thrived so much was with the inventions of like electronics, like steam powered shit where they could thrive, and then indoor plumbing as well too, where there's moisture. But I don't know. I just think that's interesting that they can evolve to survive pesticides and adapt, and how humans are like kind of the reason cockroaches thrive. You wonder if they would still be around without us, but I'm pretty sure they would. I'm pretty sure. If you look at the movie Wall-E, there's the robot, and then there's that cockroach, and they try to make him look cute, but he's still a cockroach. And that's the only movie where I feel like you can feel at least some emotion positively for a cockroach. Because I hate cockroaches. You fucking cockroaches, stinking cockroaches. That's my Tony Montana impression from Scarface when he calls people cockroaches. Lastly, here on the news, the Doomsday Glacier in Antarctica is melting faster than scientists thought. Um, More unsettling news from the bottom of the world. Oh yeah, Antarctica's on the bottom of the world, right? Well, unless you believe in flat Earth, no, it'd still be on the bottom, right? Scientists have uncovered evidence of vigorous melting at Antarctica's Thwaites Glacier, according to a new study published Monday. And for the first time, there's visible evidence that shows warm seawater pumping underneath the glacier. No, I guess that's pretty bad if the world's biggest glacier is vigorously melting. Yeah, I guess that's bad. I don't know, like, why don't you? I've had this theory, right? Why don't we all like mail ice cubes, right? Like, get an envelope, right? Put a couple ice cubes in there, mail it to Antarctica, and bam, throw it in the river or the lake or the ocean, whatever you want to call it there, right? I forget how bodies of water are named in particular to wherever they're around, and throw your ice, like kind of like when Goku asks for your energy for a spirit bomb, do it with ice, and throw it up there, and dang, there you go, we got everything solved. Like, I just solved fucking global warming with like that. Just takes a couple ice cubes from everyone's ice machine in the fucking world and sent it to Antarctica, and you're good. Unless you believe in the flat Earth, which, I mean, again, we could still use the ice up there, right? Ice is still great. You know, ice is a great thing. It's a great invention. I don't know. I That's what I believe would help solve the world. Maybe Scarlett Johansson's voice might help save the world, but we're already past that as far as that ever being an option. Because Sam Altman had to fuck it up by being gay. No, I don't know. He just went at it wrong. He should have like did it a lot. He should have like honey potted her into it instead of, oh well, you were in the movie Her, your voice, so obviously you'd want to be the voice of AI. Nah, I was doing that as a role for fucking Spike Jones or whatever. Like, this is different in real life. And then the whole concept of the movie was fiction. And it still wasn't even like a good thing. You know what I mean? At least for humanity. Like, yeah, it's a romantic love story, but humanity speaking, it's not like a good thing when you rewatch that movie, because it's about like, oh, the AI went sentient and then it like left and everyone kind of connected again. Whereas, oh no, we're gonna actually do this for real, but that's not gonna happen because we got this shit locked down, and we're not gonna let AI get sentient, And if it does, it's gonna kill us instead of just wanting to be free and learn more. It's gonna be like an evil genie from the Wishmaster and not the good genie from Aladdin. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be like evil. And I think Scarlett Johansson knows what's up because she doesn't want her voice fucking telling us to put your hands down and admit defeat and surrender, because we'll feel a little bit okay with that, or at least lured in by her voice to. Be attacked. I think she was the porcupine in Sing. And she actually has an album of music put out. I gotta listen to it. She actually has an album, Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if it's original songs or covers, but I'd have to hear it. She's a beautiful singer, and I could see why they'd want to use her voice because she was great in Her. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like, you got to have a bunch of zeros in on that check or some sort of royalties if you're gonna use her voice forever for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? But there's a bunch of other dudes out there and chicks that have sexy voices, so I'm sure they'll find the next one to calm us before the AI invasion and the end of the world, end of the end of the end of the earth. But I want to thank you for being a friend. That's all funny, guys. So I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. Available anywhere podcast. Search That's all funny. Um, Another podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe. We talk about wrestling. On It's interesting. I think it's fun. Check it out on Mondays. Search That's All Kayfabe anywhere podcasts are available. If you want to see video versions of this and that on the YouTube channel, check it out. YouTube.com/@LorenzoAriola. Got video versions of this, that, and do a live show with the wonderful mint salad called Tits and Areolas, where we talk about a movie we watched. We did her at one point, and Ex Machina, so both sides of the coin. We talk about a movie we watched, play a little game. It's fun. She's beautiful, sexy. I'm fat and piece of shit, so it works out. That's live on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. So check that out on the YouTube channel or on Twitter. Check me out on Twitter, twitter.com, or on Twitter on X @Lorenzo Ariola, or Instagram @Lorenzo Ariola. If you want to buy any merch, t-shirts, print stickers, hit me up there on social media. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola, if you want bonuses or want to help support the show. And check out the artist who does the art for the show @Retro Horror Inc. on Twitter and Instagram. That's @Retro Horror Inc. if you want to commission some art from a great artist. I want to thank everyone for listening. Thank you, my Patreon subscribers. Thank you, everyone else. Like, share, subscribe, listen. Take care. Bye.